in OBS, it just wasn't picking it up that well. We do this kind of thing all the time, for like weddings and stuff like that. Like during like the toasts and like the speeches and stuff, we'll literally just set it on the like bridal table right in between the bride and the groom. And it'll pick up their audio even when they're standing, and it'll even pick up like the maid of honor and the best man, two people down.
Dude, you could pick up some crazy
Dude, we get
conversations.
a lot of shit because we put it there. I communicate with a couple. I'm gonna be, hey guys, I'm gonna be leaving this right here. You don't have to do anything with it. It's already going. I'll come and get it later so that I don't forget. And they're like, oh, okay. But they immediately forget that it's there. And we get a lot of shit.
As soon as they get a couple drinks, you start to hear the crazy fucking conversations.
We have a few TikToks that we posted where we like show clips, like behind the scenes clips, but never anything like that, obviously.
Dude, that'd be so funny if you put together like a raunchy clip just for them.
Dude, we honestly should do that. It wouldn't take that long. It would be pretty easy to make.
It would be really fun too.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, hey, this is just an extra bonus because all the audio, this shit picked up. We thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking cool.
We hear so much shit. Oh my god. Sometimes they'll say like really intimate things. I'm like, I didn't need that. I'm just sitting at my desk. I'm like, I did not need to hear that. But yeah, we hear everything.
Editing turns into edging.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's crazy, especially because I leave it there long enough where, like, I'll leave it there during like while the people are eating and stuff too.
Oh, okay.
So that's when like all the guests start coming up, all their friends.
Right.
That's when all their friends come up and start talking to them, and that's really when you hear all the crazy shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, especially like if people traveled really far to get there and like we're staying in a hotel or something. Those guests always have the craziest stories. Because they talk about everything that happened on their trip. And I'm like, dude, holy shit. Like I've only traveled for a wedding once, but I'm like, I'm not going down there and like having a fucking crazy ass like party like whole week of like going to the club and like all this
I wouldn't
shit.
have it any other way. I mean, if you're gonna do it, that's the way to do it, though, right? I mean, it'd be the fun way to do it.
Yeah. I think it's something kind of like following that thought. I think one of the funniest things that we had, I'll have to see if I can find it. We might not have the footage anymore. But it was like one of the guests that was like traveled to get there was talking about, she was saying that one of the other guests at the wedding was somebody that she hooked up with the night before, just randomly.
That's funny.
And I'm like, oh my god, that's so fucking awkward, dude.
That's when you go up, like, okay, run it back.
Yeah, we're both here again. I mean,
yeah. What better time than a wedding, right? I mean, that's a sign.
That's when everybody's doing it.
That's a sign, yeah.
That's when everybody's doing it. I don't know how people go to a wedding and not have sex, honestly.
Yeah, true. I mean,
it does depend on the kind of wedding, I guess.
Yeah.
But
did you hear the Drake curse is alive and well today?
Oh yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah, man. Yeah, current events.
I didn't
current events.
I didn't see it, but I saw the news. And I wasn't expecting him to get dropped like that.
Oh yeah, dude. He went. At first I thought he flopped when it first happened, but because I had that on while I was setting all the shit up.
Yeah.
And at first I thought he flopped, just because of how like, I don't know. It was just like Anthony Joshua was just like bam, it's just like nothing, and then bang. I don't know. It just looked really fucking weird.
It was just lights out. Huh?
But when I watched the replay, like his leg, like his left leg like goes out and he falls back, but his right leg like stays on the ground and it like folds up really weirdly, and it doesn't look like he flopped.
He's probably stunned.
Yeah, it looks like he got like real stunned and completely hit the mat.
He probably didn't realize where the fuck he was at, and then that second one came in. And
it's funny. I remember seeing him with that expression pretty recently in UFC as well.
Yeah,
laying on his back, going, "Where the fuck am I?"
Dude, it's wild.
Dude.
Fucking Drake, dude.
Yeah.
Every single time. I don't know. I'm not on board with the Mike Tyson shit though.
No,
like,
fuck that, dude.
Dude, I don't want to see Mike get hurt. Dude, he's older than my dad, bro. And last year, Mike Tyson was walking with a fucking cane.
Yeah.
Yes, his sparring footage looked good from like 4 years ago, but like that was 4 fucking years ago.
Yeah, and like even if he still has that power,
yeah,
he can't take damage like he used to.
No.
He's gonna a couple bad shots to his ribs, and I think that's probably gonna be it for him, honestly.
Yeah. And I think Jake's just gonna piss off the entire sport of boxing, and like I mean,
it's bad for both of them, honestly.
See, I wonder who like approached who, because like Jake put out like this joke video saying that like, oh, this is why I'm fighting Mike Tyson. At the end of it, he's like, I'm just fucking kidding. He starts laughing, and then because this is a big money fight for the both of them.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
it's gonna be huge.
But also for somebody that's like our age, and you get to fight a living legend, which like it's cool, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to see Mike just get beat the fuck up.
I mean, you don't want to see Mike get laid out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's already retired.
Yeah, well, I mean, for how old he is, it just doesn't make like sense. I mean, Anderson Silva, he got away with that. It's like that was like young enough where
Mike has like been in commercials for insurance and shit though. Like you're done with your career when you start doing that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't sell out until after you don't have an income source anymore.
Maybe he's just got one more ride he wants to go on, and that's
and I wonder if they're like even on it, or I wonder if he like actually hates Jake Paul.
Well, he did Logan's podcast and stuff, and I think he's cool with all of them. I doubt he was.
He might not dislike him as a person, but he might dislike what he's doing to the sport of boxing.
I mean, yeah, that he might.
And so he's like, I need to end this train.
Just like every other person that's...
Yeah, just like everybody who fucking fights him. And then they don't realize that they're fucking washed up. Right. And it's so bad. It's so tragic. I'm not calling Mike Tyson washed up, but he's old.
He's fucking almost 60 years old.
He's old, yeah.
You can't be almost 60 years old and taking those like nasty right hooks from him, bro. You can't. Like, there's no fucking way, dude.
And dude, he's just not going to have the stamina either.
No.
He's not going to have the endurance for it.
Like, literally, like, imagine your dad getting in the ring with Jake Paul. That's literally...
dude. Well, my dad is, like, 10 years older than Mike Tyson, but...
Yeah, I mean...
My dad's older than your dad by quite a bit, so...
Right. I know my dad's, like, a year older than, like, or a year younger than Mike.
Well, it's the same thing with her. Like, you're the oldest.
Yeah.
And I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a big gap there. Yeah.
Yeah. That does make sense.
Yeah.
I thought about starting an OnlyFans. Not for what you would think it would be, though.
Okay, interesting.
So I would call it Ethan's Fucked Up Feet. You know my
Oh my god.
You know my bad toe?
Oh, I don't want to not want to talk about that. Oh my god.
I find some absolute degenerates that just have a thing for fucked up feet, and they just get to see
that is
my
gnarly.
big fucked up toe.
That is crazy.
I mean, do you think there's a market for it?
Dude, there's a market for everything. We just fucking... Yeah, there is a market for everything, man. And that's not even close to the type of shit that you could do, man. Like, literally, one of our friends on Twitch, she streams, like... I don't remember what she calls it, but it's, like, morbid curiosity stuff. It's, like, the true crime and stuff like that.
Like... Talking about real shit?
Yeah, like she reads the stories of like all the crazy shit, like the Jeffrey Dahmer type shit, and like all the crazy gnarly like assassinations and crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
Which I never really have been into that sort of thing, but I don't know. It's just like it's interesting now. It's the same thing with like stand-up comedy. I used to fucking hate it, and now I'm like obsessed with it. But like, she was talking about this story where I won't get too into it because I don't know. It was fucking... No, fuck it. I don't care. She was talking about this story. This guy, I can't remember his name. He like, would dig up people's bodies from the grave. He was, like, a grave robber.
Oh, jeez.
And he would, like, cut them apart and, like, make shit out of them. Like, out of their skin and stuff.
That's disgusting.
And he had, like, a lampshade made out of, like, a lady's face. and like the light would like shine through her
What
eyes
the?
and mouth and shit.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, dude, and he had
Oh.
a belt literally made out of nipples.
Whoa.
If you're like picturing it in your head, it looks exactly like that.
Jeez.
Dude, and it was crazy, dude. It was like outfits made out of people, like all this crazy, insane
Holy
shit, dude.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And she reads that shit on stream for fun?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Fuck that.
And she just like plays Fallout in the background.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude. Mm-mm.
Dude, it's crazy. It's insane, man. But I'm like, here's the thing. You think like, oh, that's really fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know what happens with these like serial killers and stuff? The government auctions off all of their belongings, right?
Really?
Literally everything, like their clothes and like their car and like everything that they own, literally.
Okay.
Like the fucking pillows on their bed, like legit everything that they own. Because people pay money for that shit. Like, oh, I have Jeffrey Dahmer's toothbrush in a case. You know, I bought it for $16,000 on auction.
Imagine if you got
like,
Ted Bundy's like beetle that he had.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like crazy shit like that. So that sort of thing was going to happen, which is so fucked up. And then all of a sudden, randomly, the house burned down. And they were like, arson was suspected. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. It's a vacant property.
Right.
What the fuck? Like, it doesn't even have electricity anymore. Like,
yeah,
what
like
do you think?
Pissed off relative. I don't fucking blame him.
Dude, I would fucking do that too.
Yeah.
I don't want people auctioning that shit. I don't want the government making money off of people's like psychotic people's obsessions. What? It's so fucked up.
You know what I gotta get into more? Dude, police auctions.
Cause
true. My helmet that I use for 4-wheeler and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that was from a police auction as a Christmas present from when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah, but that's where she got it from. Was the fucking police auction, and apparently there's a bunch of like cool shit. And you start thinking about all the stuff that that you could really get from.
Dude, crazy shit.
Yeah.
You
get a bunch of cool shit.
Crazy shit, man. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but yeah, that was just like it goes to show like there's a market for everything.
There is.
Yeah, and like at the end of that story, like some of the things the government had like taken, and they were like the government took a lot of the things and like destroyed them. And I'm like, yeah, sure, they destroyed them. No, they obviously sold them, right? That's obviously a lie. And sure enough, we Googled it and found pictures of the shit, which means they didn't destroy it, right?
You know what their thing is probably? They're trying to get more people to buy it, and then the people that they buy it, they put them on a list, and then they watch the people that are on buying that fucked up shit. Yeah. So that way they're like, okay, we should probably have an eye on you, huh?
Well, like one of the guys from Ghost Adventures bought like a cauldron from it. It was a 25-gallon cauldron, which is big. Yeah. And it was like the cauldron that like he would like put people's like entrails and stuff in, like when he was cutting them up. And like a lady had it, but she like used it as a flower pot, like a big flower pot. And he found out that she had it and he bought it from her. And they were saying like she didn't know what it was and like really. But I'm like, if she didn't know what it was, why did she sell it to him for it was like $16,000 or something. And I'm like, if she didn't know what it was, why would she?
Maybe he wanted to do it ethically.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't want to like.
But I mean, that's a crazy amount of money.
That is a lot
to offer somebody for a pot. Mm-hmm. And it's like, why do you want that? Yeah. Too also.
No, I guess there's a market for it.
Yeah.
Dude, well, when we were down in Florida though, it's like, so our guy that was teaching us how to do the flyboard, he was saying that so down there, it's out like Miami, like. Porn capital of like the fucking world, right? And he said,
of course.
And he said one of his friends was starting this thing where he was doing an OnlyFans house, and what he was doing is he was hiring all like these pretty much like getting them on like a contract, all these people to live in the house, and he was gonna have like hand models over here for like hand pictures, feet models over here for this, and like a bunch of other crazy fucking ideas. To put all in this one house. It's like, holy shit.
God damn, dude. That's crazy.
I was like, if people are doing that, I could take some pictures of my fucked up looking feet, man. I mean,
Yeah, bro. Fuck it.
why not, right?
Let it rip, yeah.
Might as well.
Might as well.
I do. That was such a fun trip, though. Like, everything, like, that flyboarding thing, like, I don't know. It was more fun than snowboarding, I would say. I love snowboarding, but you're literally fucking flying. And you're like 25, 35 like feet off of the water. And what's crazy is like, I don't know, he was instructing us, he was like, okay, like you can't like, he's like, you can't think, you just have to like do it. And he was like so right about it because the entire time I was trying to control the board like I would with my feet. And so like both parts of it move. So like it goes up and down like that. And then if you go like this way, you'll go that way. If you go that way, you'll go that way.
Yeah, like Iron Man.
Yeah, and you can do like 360s and shit too.
Yeah.
So like, because if you like do the opposite,
1 foot forward, 1 foot back.
Yeah. So yeah, if you do that, it goes just does like a full 360.
That's called tank controls.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Where one goes forward and one goes back.
Yeah, well that's exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So, like when you're up there, just like 20, 30 feet above the water, like hitting fucking 360s and shit, dude. It's just there's no other like better feeling I've ever had.
And you can like dive into the water too. That's fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Actually. That's very cool.
I mean, I ate shit a good few times, but I mean,
oh yeah.
I mean that comes with anything when you're learning how to do something though. So.
Yeah.
See, like, I don't know. It didn't bother me, though, because I was like, okay, like, I know for a fact I'm going to eat it. It's just like, whatever, just fucking get back up and go again. And...
yeah, big learning curve.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, my cousin, he saw it, and he was like, dude, I'm so surprised you guys got up that high your first try, because apparently most people, they only go maybe, like, 10 or 15 feet above the water, but we were, like, fucking 35-something, like, feet. There. It's a 75-foot hose, but obviously it gets hooked up to like the jet ski.
On the jet ski, yeah.
And then like goes through the water, and there's tons of pressure that's going through it. But we got as high up as you could possibly get.
It's crazy that it's insane to think that like a jet ski over a hose that long, a jet ski can deliver enough out of the back of the impeller to literally lift you that high into the air. That's insane.
It's like when you look at the pictures, the water doesn't look very spread apart. Like, at the very bottom when it's that high up.
It's a lot of pressure.
Right.
Yeah, it's a ton of pressure. It has to be. It's like it's literally a fire hose, but it's insane to think that the jet ski is generating that much like boost from the engine. Yeah.
Right. And
I wonder what the CC limitations are on a jet ski.
He said
do that.
He said that it's not like a normal jet ski anymore. That they had to like take the engine apart and they had to do something else. So that way, it's purely a flyboard engine. So like if you were to just take it out and like open it up, the engine would literally explode. So he's like, no, this is only a flyboard jet ski.
Holy shit! I wonder what kind of motor they got in there.
It wasn't like a crazy motor. They just did something to like switch the way it like works, so that way it doesn't damage it as much as it would, say if it were to like stay like stock. So.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It was like a conversion kit.
Yeah.
So
it's probably like lightweight pistons and rods and shit like that.
Something
so
like
they can move really fast.
I don't know how to describe. I didn't really like fully get it, but that's as far.
They probably like really tuned and kind of basically like boosted the engine, maybe like a turbocharge or something like that.
I don't think it's turbo. I think it's probably made to run at a certain like level of RPMs versus.
Like a flywheel conversion or something.
Yeah, so like say if you're gonna like just like have something like opened up, like most of the time, like as soon as you get to the top speed, you're just gonna be like, that's gonna be on it like the full time. So I think it has to do something with like the RPMs.
Yeah.
But so that way it's just easier on it.
It's crazy that they can. It's crazy that it gets like the cooling that it needs.
Oh yeah.
When it's still doing that, just because of the way that they work, it's like obviously it's in the water, right?
Right.
So,
it is cool.
Yeah. Because if you like revved a car, if you like really like redlined it, for like, I don't know, like a couple minutes straight, you would eventually like have a lot of issues and potentially have like an engine fire.
Yeah. Dude,
so it's crazy that jet skis can just fucking hammer on it like that.
With this, I want to get one so bad. I straight up want to start my own like business. Like think about it up here. Like you can live in Michigan for say warm summer months. You fucking move to Florida, then you turn it into an Airbnb when you're gone. fucking head back home into Michigan so that way you're getting the best out of both worlds, or you're just, having a good time out on the water pretty much
Yeah.
fucking year round.
All year round. Summertime all year, baby.
Yeah, like how cool would that be? I don't know. I was thinking, I was like, this could be pretty
and
sweet.
You'd be like, not that it really matters as much, but you'd be like in Florida or wherever, like during winter time, so it wouldn't be like 110 degrees every single day, right? It'd be like in the 90s.
And you'd be in a dope fucking area too.
Yeah, you'd be in a really cool spot.
Yeah. Because in the spot I'd be in like, I don't know, I could do like, see myself in like maybe like Daytona. I could see definitely. Maybe even on like the west side, but I don't know, I think there's more people on the.
You're like the human incarnation of Daytona Beach.
Yeah,
you really are. Yeah.
Well, you got to get down to Florida, dude. You know what? Okay, I found this to be super.
What do you mean you got to get down to Florida?
Yeah.
We literally just went not that long ago.
I mean it was a few years ago, but again, so you know those like sunglasses that I have, those flat ones, like all the way my orange ones, all the way across. So whenever I'm wearing them up here, everybody's like, dude, those are so exotic, blah, 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 blah. But dude, I go down there, everybody's wearing them. I'm like, my fucking people, we're on the same wavelength right now.
That's a good way to judge the kind of sunglasses people wear.
Exactly. I was like, okay.
It's a great judge of personality, actually.
I was like, these people are cool, huh? But that was a fun trip, though. I want to run it back as soon as possible.
Lots of Dodge Rams down there.
Mm-hmm. It was sweet, dude. We ate at this one place. It was called like Le Tub, and they just had like a bunch of like tubs. But it was like it was like they had like a tub
what
for.
The fuck are you talking about?
Like,
did you eat in a tub?
No, that'd have been funny though. But they had a bunch of tubs as like decorations, and like when you walk in, it's chaotic. Like it doesn't look like a restaurant. Like it's like they have it decorated so everything is like overgrown with trees and stuff like that. Like think of like
what the fuck?
Yeah,
this is like an acid trip version of Rainforest Cafe.
Dude, literally, except for adults, and like it doesn't look cheap. Like it looks really well done. And so, anyways, you like walk through like the restaurant, and
I mean, I think acid trips are generally for adults.
Though, oh yeah.
So it's
true.
Yeah.
And they had like seating all alongside the water, and so like that's like we were like sitting there, but like inside in the bar, it's like it was an OBX vibe. That was the only way I can describe it. Like if you were to take, remember like their hot tub setup that they did with the lights and everything? Yeah. Like if you were to take that and a bunch of like cool trees and put it into a bar right on the water, that's exactly how it was.
Hell yeah, man.
It was so fucking cool. I was like, damn, dude.
Hell yeah.
But
I love that shit, like eating food like right on the beach in a restaurant. When we were in Cancun the last time, there was a little thing like that, a little like cabana thing, not like a cabana, but like a little, like kind of like a secret restaurant little spot, kind of like built into the hill that led on the beach. Mm-hmm. It was cool. We had some food there and some drinks.
That was sweet.
It was cool. It was like literally built into it was like they dug it out from the beach, and they just like put it right in there.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Damn. Dude, did you know that like I just saw like this like thing. It was all over like on like TikTok and shit, but there's how easy like cave-ins can happen if you're digging like a massive hole, like in like a beach, like the sand could just like, even if it's like a wide hole like this, the sand could even cave in on top of you and like there's like this little kid that died. They got straight up like crushed.
Damn! Holy shit!
Yeah,
dude, I've dug some big holes on the beach before.
I was like, how many times have I done that?
I don't want to be like I'm one of those people. Yeah. But like we used to do that every now and then.
And I just saw like a bunch of videos after that of like the same thing happening to like other people. It's like, holy fuck, this is crazy. This is happening all over the place right now.
Yeah, I saw one where they dug the hole like 25 feet down. Dude, it was crazy. Like they literally had to have people had to come like basically rescue them. Damn. With a ladder and shit.
That's wild.
Yeah. Dude, that's so risky.
I wonder if they had a thing like at Lake Michigan on the Sleeping Bear Dunes, or if you get charged a crazy fee.
Oh, at the beach at the bottom?
Yeah. They're like, because it's what, like a $5,000 ride or something like that?
Oh, yeah, if they have to come get you.
Yeah, if you can't make it back up, it's...
yeah, it's very expensive.
Yeah. That's a long-ass hike to do. Hiking on sand is no fucking joke. Mm-hmm. I think hiking on sand is one of the hardest things you can do. Cause you can't,
it's very hard.
Yeah, because you can't really like wear like shoes on it because they're just I don't know.
Well, especially where like the climb was, like where the climb is,
Mm-hmm.
it's so steep. It's literally like a 45-degree angle.
No, yeah.
So like every step, you're really only moving like a quarter of what you actually stepped.
Right.
Because you're just sliding down constantly. It's brutal.
See, like I would say my our hike that we did, the Black Canyon in Colorado, that was 2,000 feet down and 2,000 feet back up. That took literally 8 hours.
Damn.
And I would rather do that than fucking hike in the sand for like how hard that shit is. Like, no fucking thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me of. I might have told you about. I think I told you about this already. When we went to Destin, we walked on the beach. Did I tell you about that? Me and Matt.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That reminds me of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was like the worst part about it was that like the sand, walking on all the sand.
Mm-hmm.
Our fucking legs were so sore at the end of the day.
Dude, that's what happens, man. It'll fuck you up. I don't know. I want to play like some like volleyball and stuff this summer. I think that'd be fun. Get everybody together, play some like volleyball games.
I'm sure there's some cool shit around here.
Yeah, because they do tournaments and shit. It's just that's a good time.
Yeah, actually, I remember the guy was like, "You guys got to come out here for that. It's crazy." And I was like,
sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So who do you think is gonna win tomorrow, Suga or Cheeto?
I really don't know.
Cheeto's never been knocked out. He's never been finished.
Dude, in 14 years, he's never been submitted or knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Or finished. That's insane, dude.
Sean's first time as the champ, defending his.
It's a very hard matchup.
Yeah.
Especially because he lost last time. I mean, he like had that nerve thing in his knee.
Yeah.
But still, it's like Connor's fight with Dustin. It's the same thing. It's like, yeah, sure, Connor's, and it's hard for me to accept this, but like, sure, Connor's leg was literally broken in half, but he was kind of getting his ass kicked.
He was, yeah.
You know, he was fucking getting beat up.
I gotta go back and rewatch that like OG Cheeto fight, and
I just watched it the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, the UFC YouTube, they posted like almost a 40-minute like little documentary on Sean O'Malley's journey in pro fighting.
That's cool.
And they showed like all of his fights.
Yeah.
Like they showed his fight for whatever it was, Cage Warriors or some shit like that Dana went to, his first ever pro fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then his next fight was Dana White's Contender Series, where he knocked a guy out.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had a 4-fight knockout streak.
That is crazy.
To start his pro career. Yeah, it's crazy. 3 of them were in the first round.
Yeah.
Which is insane. And then his UFC debut, he fought this fucking guy who was okay, but he was a little older, and then beat his ass. And I mean, it went to decision, but
I think the only one that was like close that he had was against Jan.
Mm-hmm.
That was his closest fight.
Jan challenged him a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm just shocked at what happened in his fight with Aljo, and I don't. It almost makes me like question like, did he get lucky? You know, did he land a lucky shot against Aljo? Because I think Aljo is better than Jan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they proved that, right? If Jan beat Sean, he was gonna have a title shot.
Right.
That's what they said.
So,
and then after that, he didn't get a title shot, and then guess who did get a title shot? Right. Aljo, and he takes it.
Mm-hmm. If I were to say Jan versus Aljo, I think Aljo wins that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Sean is obviously a better fighter now than he was when he fought Jan. Obviously, he's getting better and better with experience and training and everything like that. But was he better enough between his fight with Jan and his fight with Aljo to go from taking it to the end basically with Jan to...
I was watching what he was saying for when he went into the Aljo fight, like he was like pretty like nervous, but you know, he was like, okay, just that he didn't, you know, prep any like wrestling.
Yeah.
Which is crazy going into a fight with Aljo, not prepping any wrestling.
I remember hearing about that.
because he was like, I'm just going to go in there and I'm going to do what I do. And I think he's gotten to that point where he's just comfortable. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say comfortable. I think he's confident in his own skills to just knock people the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know, just be a brutal striker. And
well, he's hard to get because he's got long arms and he's really skinny and he's quick. So like he's hard to take down. And that happened in his fight with Aljo too. Like Aljo took him down once, I think, and he ended up taking Aljo down at the end of that round with like 5 seconds left.
Yeah.
To try to like get points basically. Which is funny.
I'd like to say I think Sean's gonna win it. I think it's either gonna be decision or it's gonna be knockout. I don't really like.
Are you gonna put money on it?
I would put money on Sean.
Dude, I mean, we're gonna be watching it, so
yeah.
I'd put a lot more interesting.
Yeah, I put some money on Suga.
I think he's an underdog.
Really?
I haven't checked. Let me look actually.
It can't be by much. It's got to be pretty even.
Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't make me sign in.
Was it gonna be like a plus minus 145 each?
Fuck. UFC, here we go.
Yeah, cause I'm just. And then Poirier's on there tomorrow as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Against Saint Denis.
We haven't seen him go at it in a minute.
I know. I honestly don't know who's gonna win that fight.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna win that fight. I kind of want Saint Denis to win because he's like a newer guy in this scene, and but I also kind of want Dustin to win because I don't want him to retire.
Yeah, because he's starting to get up there.
He's had a lot of fights too.
Yeah.
He does like 2 fights a year at least.
Right.
Oh, Pedro Munoz is fighting as well. Remember when he got his fucking ass kicked?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. He's yeah. Curtis Blades fights Jayden Almeida.
Okay.
Which is interesting as well. Petr Yan, Song Yadong. That's a cool fight. Wait.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
And then Gilbert Burns fights JDM, which is crazy too. And then Kevin Holland fights Michael Venom Page in his return to fighting, which is fucking crazy. I think Kevin Holland's going to lose again. He's kind of on a losing streak.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing good.
And then Poirier, Saint Denis. Poirier's favorite. No, Poirier is underdog.
Okay.
Kevin Holland is favorite. JDM is favorite. Piotr is favorite. Sean O'Malley is favorite.
Okay.
Minus 258. Cheeto is plus 210.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of anybody's game, you know?
Yeah, it's not that big of a spread, honestly.
Right. That's wild. It's gonna be a cool fight.
Yeah. And then we've got... will this go all the way out to... Will this go all the way out to...
300?
Oh, I can hear it raining. Yeah, will this go all the way out to 300? Are there money lines for that already?
I doubt it. I don't think they have the bets.
Wait, June 29th. Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler.
They have that listed on
They
there?
have it listed. McGregor's a minus 120 favorite?
Dude,
Wait, what the fuck?
They haven't even officially announced it. How do they even have that listed? Was that on the gambling site that you're...
That's on DraftKings.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It is.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
We'll see if that actually happens. I don't know.
I mean, that's what Conor said he wanted, right?
I think
he
so.
made that Instagram post recently.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He said 2 fights he wanted.
When he was swishing around the line, he was like, I got days for you.
Well, he made a new one, too, a couple days ago.
Oh, he did?
Where he said, like, Michael Chandler, XYZ date, something else, XYZ date. Like, surely the UFC can make this happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh.
Do you think he gets a back end deal?
What, like like extra payout?
No, like something like, since he's like such a big name for like how he negotiates his contract. Do you think he does it like based off of like total profit and like pay-per-view buys instead of just getting paid per fight?
No, I don't know. I don't know because I know Dana doesn't like to play favorites, but at the same time, he kind of does.
Mm-hmm.
He really kind of does. I mean, that's kind of what's happening with Sean.
Yeah.
To be honest, but Sean's fucking killing it. I mean,
yeah,
you can't deny. I mean, did he deserve to move as quickly as he did? Maybe not. I don't know, but he is backing it up. He really is, and it's not like he hasn't been through adversity too. I mean, Jesus Christ, he had time off, and then he fucking fights Jan. I mean, that was a difficult time for him, I would say, but
yeah, I would say he's earned everything he's got. That's for sure.
This is going to be the biggest test for him, though, by a long shot.
I think so.
This is going to be like a lot of people are looking at this fight like, is he legit or?
I thought he was legit in the Aljo fight, and I was like,
I thought he was, and that's what I'm saying too. Yeah. I think he's legit, but he obviously is what he says he is, and that's why he uses that song.
Yeah.
That's why he uses Superstar as his song.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, because I do have this little creeping doubt in my head of whether or not he got lucky in the Aljo fight, or I don't know.
Every time I watch him, his like strikes are so precise.
It is,
and like he just finds people's jaws.
Well, the way that he says he fights is like he just waits for them to make one mistake and he'll capitalize on it immediately.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what he did.
Right.
So
I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I think it's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be a good fight no matter what.
I'm fucking pumped.
I'm glad he's not fighting Aljo again.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah,
that didn't make sense.
I'm down to see him go against somebody new. It'll be cool,
dude. And it's crazy because he's fighting Cheeto for the second time. And
I'd like to see Volk get another shot at, having like a rematch.
I think he deserves it. I'm just nervous to watch him fight now. I just have such little faith in him now. Every time he fights, I'm like...
I used to, be so entertained every time he fights. Now I'm just like, dude, like, just fucking... Like, it was after that knockout from Islam. That's what... Dude, I think that fucked him up so bad.
Yeah. He's down bad right now, that's for sure.
Yeah, and he was talking about getting back in the ring in like another 6 months or some shit like that. I'm like, bro, fucking take a year. Relax.
Yeah, take a vacation, do some shit, relax. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just... I think even him coming back for that one was too soon. He could have definitely taken another 2-4 months off after that shit. There's just... Didn't see any points. He looked like he was in good shape and everything, and he prepared for it.
It just confuses me so much because the reason he's losing right now is because he's going up against these guys who are knockout artists. That's the new era of the UFC is all these people who are crazy knockouts, right? But he's not. That's not really his style.
No.
And he's just not using his grappling at all. It doesn't fucking make any sense.
Right.
He didn't even have... did he... I don't think he had a single takedown attempt in that whole fight.
No, none. Yeah, he kept it standing the whole time. It's fuck focus on, putting on, I love a good show and everything, but,
Yeah, I want the fight to be on the feet. That's what entertains me the most, is striking battles, but...
But still, it's if you're gonna, have those skills, use them. You might as well.
Yeah. And I think the dangerous thing for him is I think he wants to test the waters at first, and he wants to kind of feel the other guy out, and he wants to kind of start wearing them down, get some body shots in, right? Start how he says he's going to drag them into the deep water. But he's not facing guys who are he's facing guys who are experts at first round knockouts. So it's you can't imagine he comes out right at the beginning and immediately goes for a takedown in that fight instead of what happened.
Right, it's totally different.
I mean, he could have made it out of the first round
Mm-hmm.
on top because he could have literally probably had him on the ground the whole time.
Yeah.
You know.
Could've. I don't know, the Spaniard though, he did look good. He
Yeah,
looked
no, I mean
fucking
he looked incredible. I will say,
Mhm.
but that's what he does though too.
Right.
He knocks people out. It's like I'm not surprised to see that. It was kind of horrifying to watch.
Yeah, dude.
But I wasn't really surprised.
That was. He never should have fucking moved up weight. That was so
Mm-mm.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no point. It's like might as well.
It's just been nothing but shit shows since.
Yeah. I say like give him a good one, then like do it in Spain too.
Mm.
At like one like their like Coliseums or whatever.
Yeah, that'd
How
be cool.
fucking sweet would that be?
I'm like obsessed with the idea of the Coliseum now.
Yeah.
It just makes so much sense. I mean, it was literally built for like
and
people
like
fighting
and like the
each other.
history of it too.
Yeah.
Like, I think is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's a perfect spot.
Yeah.
Think of how big of an event that would be too.
Oh, it'd be
Dude.
insane.
Yeah, it's like when they do them at Abu Dhabi. It's like
Yeah.
fucking massive. Like they never have more viewership than that.
You know, well, I get the clips every once in a while from when they were doing them when like Rona was going on.
Mm.
And do you remember when they had like no crowds?
Yeah, in the Apex.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was so fucking like. Every time I see those, it gives me the chills when I
That's how
watch those fights.
That's how Suga's fight was with Cheeto.
Yeah.
It was silent.
Mm-hmm.
It was just silence, and it was so weird. It was so awkward.
Right. It's in such like an intimate like setting, where I don't know. It's almost like in like a movie. Have you seen the last John Wick?
No.
John Wick 4?
No. I haven't even seen 3. I don't think.
Okay. Well, there's I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's a scene in like the movie where like there's a 1-versus-1 duel, and there's no music, no nothing. That's what those fights were like. It was like in like one of like those movie scenes where it's a crazy fight scene and there's just no music and it's just fucking brutal and it's just
Mm-hmm.
you know.
There's a few scenes like that in the John Wick movies.
Yeah.
'Cause I think in the second one, there's that, like one of the main characters is that chick that like doesn't talk. She can't talk.
Oh yeah.
And so like when he fights her in the glass mirror maze, whatever it is, there's no music or anything.
Yeah.
And
I like it when movies do that though.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
yeah, dude, that sequence is crazy too. How did they film in that mirror thing without
and not
any...
get the mirror in the shot.
Dude, how did they do
Yeah.
that? It doesn't even make sense.
Right. Or could you imagine being the cameraman, almost like fucking like bumping it?
Oh, dude, yeah, so much, dude. Oh my god, I would never be like, Rig One or anything like that on a
Yeah.
Hollywood studio. Oh, dude, no, fucking. Or the guy that pulls the focus, like the best boy who's doing the
Right.
focus pull. Oh my god, no, I would never. That's too much pressure, dude. Oh my god,
That'd be cool.
I'd be so stressed. That'd be
Yeah.
cool. I would do other roles. I would do
Yeah.
many roles
Mm-hmm.
on a Hollywood set, but I would not be the focus puller. No, thank you.
I got a funny Hollywood story for you from somebody that I know.
Oh yeah.
So it was Hunter's older brother, like one of his best friends. He like, started doing like camera work, and they were filming Batman versus Superman, and he was one of the camera guys on it. And he just like, I don't know, like how Hunter is, and how like, dude,
Yeah. Okay.
his brother's just like him, and like their buddies are just like us. And the guy like took these like 2 2x4s and went up right behind Ben Affleck and just went boom,
Oh my
and
god.
like scared the living fuck out of him. Apparently Zack Snyder lost his shit.
Why would you do that?
he told us like the story when we were all going to Comic-Con, and he had his like cast and crew shirt on from like from
Big
the
flex.
Yeah, it was. He's like, I'm gonna pull some hot bitches from fucking Comic-Con with this shit, bro. Just watch. I was like, all right, buddy. I was in high school. I was like, teach me your ways.
Damn, bro.
It's so fucking funny, though.
Dude, now here you are, and that shit works.
Dude, I don't even got to do anything. I just look at chicks and I'm just like...
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
buddy. Okay.
I don't even gotta try anymore.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
No, I will give. I know that's obviously a joke, but I will give you some credit. You told me that you had. I hate this fucking word, but you told me that you had it, and I was like, okay, I've heard that before. But I will say, the numbers don't lie.
Mm-hmm.
The numbers don't lie.
I told you, and I had I mean, I didn't have to prove it, but
you literally didn't even try.
Yeah.
I just watched it all happen. You literally did nothing. It was incredible.
I literally got her a drink and we like disappeared in like other bars for like 2 hours and we met up with them later. She's like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, this is a masterclass. I never expected this.
Dude, it was. That was it's pretty. That was still one of the best nights of my life.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
Every moment. I wouldn't take any of it back.
Nah, me neither.
It was insane. It was insane. Yeah, I remember we were going to talk about that.
Yeah.
So we should.
Dude.
It was so fun. Like, literally everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
You, obviously, driving out there, talking about... I feel like our talk on the way home was so much better. It's like...
You were asleep for fucking half.
For half of it, yeah. I needed that. Oh, yeah, I needed that. I would have probably been car sick if I didn't, honestly.
I was like, I know if I don't stop talking, he's just going to be cranky later. And I was like... I'll let him get some sleep. Just keep Ray quiet,
Yeah, that's she was so good on the way home.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
She's like, okay, I got to terrorize Natalie for the weekend. I'm fine now.
Yeah.
But yeah. I want to run it back with that chick though. That was a good time.
Hell yeah.
That's for fucking sure.
Well, I was not ready for how much we were gonna drink that night. Honestly, I really was not.
Oh, I knew it
because it had been so long since I don't really drink anymore. I mean, I drank at New Year's,
right?
And I drank a little bit at the Super Bowl party, but like I don't really, I don't really drink anymore. So
yeah,
my alcohol tolerance is extremely low, and I feel like since we've been doing all the like nutrition and all the fitness shit and like really bulking and everything, I feel like my alcohol tolerance is way lower anyway. I don't know why. But
think about it. You're eating so much less like bread and stuff like that. So
and I'm also like constantly basically dehydrated. So I'm drinking so much. So I'm drinking 1.5 gallons every day.
Right.
But like all that water movement, it's just like the alcohol just like just sucks it right up.
It's a lot. I don't know. I'll go on like my like fitness like kicks for like like I'll stay like committed to it, and then as soon as like I get like a point where I know I'm gonna go out and go a little crazy, it hits me like a freight train, and then like within the next like 2 days, like if I can't guaranteed the next 2, I'm like on it. Is he pushing his little What's up, buddy? What's up?
Why wasn't... Oh my god. We started immediately when we got there.
Yeah.
We got margs and tacos, and then that was a huge mistake, actually.
Yeah.
But it was worth it.
Agreed. Should have got pizza, but next time.
Yeah, smart. Yeah. We never react badly to pizza. No. But that was a lot of marg, especially that last one that I absolutely necked.
I don't remember how much I drank that night, but I had a good bit.
I had a ton, dude.
Yeah.
I had like probably 1 gallon of alcohol. Across everything.
Probably.
Across everything.
I could see it.
And I had that tall cup, top shelf, Long Island when we went back the second time.
Dude, that's right. And that was a good night, dude.
It's like an $18 drink.
Worth it, every penny.
I mean, it was Nate's money. But, dude, the funniest part in my head about that whole night is when I was like, I don't know where they are, but I'm fine. It was just me and Austin. And his friend whose name, Wesley, maybe?
So when y'all fucking ended up in the gay club?
Yeah, I was just hanging out with them. Like, we were just vibing, walking around, and they were like, we're going to go to... I had no idea where we were going. I was just walking around the city with them randomly. And then they're like, we're going to go to this place called Rumors. And I was like, oh, I know what that is. Okay. And I was like, whatever. For sure. And immediately when we got in there, Austin bought me, he just was getting a beer, like a bottle of beer.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, Coors maybe. And he just got me one too. Because he was like babysitting me basically at that point, right? And I had to go pee. And you know what happened.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to leave my drink anywhere because he also had to go pee, of course.
Yeah.
So I just held it, like, I held the bottle in my mouth. You know, like I held it between my teeth and my lips.
You don't want that bathroom air flying into that, you know.
Well, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Right. So I had it like around the top part, so it was fine.
Yeah.
And like I peed and it was fine, and I was washing my hands and it was fine, and then I did drop it in the sink at one point. I couldn't. There were too many things happening between holding my hands under the water, like doing the soap, there was just too much, and it just. Like, my brain could only do 3 functions at a time, and that was the 4th one, and it fell, but it landed, like, bottom in the sink, and it splashed a little bit, but it was fine. So I just picked it up again and put it back in my... I don't know why. I had already dried my hands. I don't know why I didn't just grab it with my hand, but I grabbed it with my hand and put it back in my mouth. And then when we were walking out of the bathroom, it's all, like, tile floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like tile floor in the bathroom, old like hardwood floor, like classic like club bar like wood floor on the other side of the door. And somebody like goes to like dance with me while I'm halfway out, and I'm like, no thank you. Mm-hmm. So I move over, and when I do, the bottle flies out of my mouth, and just, I mean, dude. It was like a nuke going off. Dude, it exploded so massively. It hit right on the edge of the tile. And it literally went everywhere. Glass and like beer foam. It fucking went.
That is hilarious.
It went big, dude. And I looked at Austin and he looked at me and we just went right to the dance floor, bro.
I would have started laughing so fucking hard if I saw that shit, dude.
I was like, because he thought I was gonna get kicked out, but nobody.
Yeah, you got lucky.
I mean, some people in the bathroom definitely saw it happen, but nobody said anything, so...
Dude, that was one of my craziest club nights I've ever had, bro.
Yeah.
Like, definitely. It was just, like, when we went in there, I was like, okay, this is just, like...
It was insane.
Because I, like, vibed out with her, like, the other bar before that, and then she's like, are you going to the next one? I was like, I'll go if you go. And she's just like, okay, let's do it. And I was like, fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean...
Dude, I've never, like... Dude, I straight up picked that chick up. And
God,
dude, she was wrapped around me fucking while I was standing up. I was like, what the fuck am I doing right now? I was like, let's go. I was like, dude, the Riz was out of control.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I was feral that night. And I was like, there's no other way to describe it. Dude, it was so much fun. Yeah. Nathan had me cracking up, and I was like, dude, that was fucking nuts. He goes, I know. I was watching you all night. And I was
my God.
I look at him and I was like, you fucking weirdo, you were watching me all night?
What the fuck?
And then he goes, yeah. And I was like, dude, focus on your own girl. Let me do my own thing.
What are you talking about?
And, you know, it's funny because I remember, like, in, like, my moments of, like, drunkenness, like, I would see him and then I would just, like, wave to him. And then I was just like, what you doing looking at me, bitch? Let me do my thing. I'm vibing out.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it was so funny.
It's so funny. Like, I'm just thinking back on it, and like, it randomly in the middle of our day, and like in the middle of our evening, there's just a cutaway to the three of us, like all three playing Destiny in the same room.
Oh, I was
like,
passed out.
Drinking a bottle of wine. Yeah, you were passed out. That's the funny part. You were fucking passed out.
Dude.
But like me and Nate were literally playing Destiny together in the same room, like doing a nightfall.
It is cool doing it like
and
that.
And we split a bottle of wine. And like in the middle of all the chaos that happened, it's just like that little weird scene.
It was a chill moment.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, you literally slept through the whole thing, pretty much. Yeah.
A chill moment before the night of chaos.
Yeah.
That's for fucking sure. I would run that night back 1,000 times over.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wouldn't change a damn thing. So much fucking fun, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Mustafa's cult and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Mustafa.
Incredible, man. Incredible.
I joined that cult.
We thought about starting a cult, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be that hard. I mean, think about it. Like, how many people in our generation are like, they fucking hate their job. They don't want to do some hard corporate shit.
I mean,
they
we were
are
already
fucking making no money.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking like, they're either like in a relationship that's really good, but their partner's going through the same shit, or they're like, they can't like be in a relationship with anybody ever because they just fucking, everything is shitty and they don't have any money and yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about how many people are in those tough positions right now, like in our generation.
Yeah.
It would be so easy to fucking start a cult, dude.
I mean, we were already in one, so I mean, like,
You
just
could-
with those same fucking people, dude. And
You could offer, yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly the same people I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Like, you could offer like stability and like a place where you can like do honest work and not have to like fucking sweat it out in the corporate world all day and like this and that and dude, it would be so easy, just buy some land.
Mhm.
Fuck, man.
That could be the way to do it.
And you just make a shit ton of money off of everybody all the time.
You ever see that one guy on TikTok? He's like literally living 100% off the land, in, like the
Mhm.
woods. I forgot what state he's in. He's in like Alaska or some shit like that. But he, like, everything that he has, he built it like out of like all natural shit. Like the stuff that like the Indians are doing at 3 a.m. on YouTube. It's like he's doing in real life, like on TikTok, and he's just a crazy fucking American kid, just going nuts.
Damn.
Yeah, like he's got like a cameraman that like, you know, he like built him like a little hut as well. And
Little doghouse.
And he literally has a dog too. And I don't know, the dog is just, you know, living his best life out there with him
Jesus, dude, that is the best life for a dog.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
too. The only thing that I've seen that was like bought was like propane, but that's the only thing that I've ever seen in his like area. And well, then he had like some solar panels set up for charging his shit.
Charging his camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like, yeah, it's like you
obviously,
need stuff like that, but it's like it's not a nice looking place. I wouldn't fucking stay there, no way. It's like it's literally like, you know, the American version of like the equivalent mud pits that on fucking
Yeah.
like India shit. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
like that guy that, whatever his YouTube channel is called, where that dude who wears the shorts, he
Mhm.
like builds all that shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
What's that called?
I know what you're talking. I don't remember the name, but I know
Yeah,
exactly.
that's one of the best fucking YouTube channels, honestly.
Yeah.
It's funny because I always see him posting shit about like how there's a bunch of like imitation channels that always pop up that just repost this shit,
Mhm.
and he's like always trying to get them canceled and stuff.
That is kind of funny.
I'm like, shit,
Damn. That's pretty wild.
that shit's fun. I mean, like building forts as kids, you know, on the woods.
I miss that. I miss that.
At our cabin that we had before we sold it, they, like, me and my cousins we had this huge fort that we built, and it was literally like, we all had like our own room inside of it and everything.
Mhm.
It was huge, and like it stayed.
That's
like,
cool.
It was there for like 15 years.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
And like we used it every year. Like it
That's
was cool
pretty-
until we were like, yeah, we're too old for this.
Yeah. Then you can turn it into like a little like peace pipe area. You know.
Fuck.
That's.
It was a little too close to the actual cabin, I think, to get away with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. You need a little bit more room for cousin walk then, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, none of them even.
I've never smoked with my cousins, but I totally would.
Yeah.
If they were,
Same.
yeah. I don't even know the ones that can, like, with their jobs and stuff. But
Mm.
you know, if they were down 100%, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I haven't smoked in a long time, actually.
Mm.
I'd like to, but I just, you know, it was like as soon as I knew I was quitting, I was like, okay, I can't fucking do any drugs until I get a new job.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like that. And that's honestly, that's how I was too.
Mhm.
That's how I was too. And then I ended up locking something up super quick. But
Yeah.
it's funny because, like, they don't test for THC, right? And
Right.
they say that, like, when they called to make me the actual offer, they, like, when she was kind of talking through stuff, she's like, you're obviously going to do, like a fluids test. Like, you know, we don't
Mhm.
test for THC, so don't worry about that, whatever. And I'm like, oh, how progressive of you, how cool. But it literally said they sent me a form, like a pre-filled out form, that I
Mhm.
just had to sign and give to the people at the desk.
Yeah.
and it literally said on it like no THC was like that was checked.
Mm-hmm.
And like
that's how it should be.
Yeah, but then like I got the email with like my results back,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like your results require action. So I went into the site, and it was like marijuana detected, and then it like asked me a bunch of questions about like how often I smoke and like all this stuff, and I was like, what the fuck? So, and then I answered all the stuff, and then I get to the end, and it was like basically like it didn't matter for the employer, but like the test, I might have to redo the test again because they like did the wrong fucking thing.
No, jeez.
And I'm like, God damn it.
What a pain.
Yeah.
That's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, gotta do what you gotta do, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't really care either way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you already got it locked up, you're fucking golden.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nothing to worry about. You're straight.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'll be starting in a couple days here, so.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's cool.
Get that cheddar cheese coming.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I'll start pimping this office out again. I got big ideas. We just re-signed our lease for a long bit, so.
Yeah. What do you want to do with it?
I think I showed a picture on my stream one time, but I want to get like those sound panels.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to like put them like on the bottom half of the wall basically, but like cut them in like the shape of like a mountain scene in the back, and then I want to run this LED that's on the floor behind us right now. I want to run that like behind the top so it shines up on the wall.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I like what people do. They turn like an entire wall into like a big shelf.
Yeah.
You know? I've seen people do some pretty cool setups with that.
I'd love to do that too. If I got like 3 more of these and stacked them up.
Yeah.
I could probably do that.
Yeah, you could put like one like oh, dude, you should get like a shoe rack in here or something like that. Like that.
I want to. I want to hang up a bunch of my shoes. I don't want to do too much. Just because like we're not going to be here forever, but at the same time, like I do have big ideas for. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of cool ideas for my like permanent stream setup. Yeah. That I want to do. Like a lot of cool shit with like fake plants and like shit like that. Like a whole scene that I want to build out, but I obviously don't want to spend all the time doing that stuff here and then have to like take it all out and do it all like no.
Dude, it's not like too much I like watch like streamers and stuff. I watch like more like the clips and stuff, but dude, like Sketch and Queso, dude, like they're just the funniest motherfuckers to me right now. Like I know obviously like they're both pretty much like playing like a character every time they get on, but like they just do such a good job with it, and the shit is fucking hysterical. Yeah,
Nate's always sending me fucking clips of Queso and stuff. We're sending that shit back and forth. Babo too.
I like the one of where Sketch was playing this one black guy in Madden, and then black guy drops M-bomb and then he goes like like the sorry for cussing thing, and the black guy's like, yeah, sorry for cussing, and then Sketch goes, it's okay, if you can say it, I can say it, and then he's like, just kidding. I was like, that is fucking gold, dude. It's like you have to be so quick witted, like come up with that shit on the fly like that. It's so fucking funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a video earlier of him from Jinxie's stream, and basically the two of them are like smoking out of this massive bong.
I saw that.
And I was like, this is such an unexpected thing for me to see right now.
Did you see what happened with like the fart spray?
No.
They thought it was like labeled as cologne, but it was secretly fart spray, and they sprayed it, and like the Sketch like broke character for like a millisecond.
Oh yeah.
And Jinxie had to like run off because it smelled. It's like, what the fuck did you do? Like bust like some mustard gas in here or some shit. Which is like those two are a great duo as well. I mean they're funny together. Like I don't know. I feel like Sketch when he's playing Siege, where like Jinxie was trying to give him directions, like know what to. He's like, I need you to like up here to like do this, and then Sketch like goes into the basement and he starts like shooting everybody. So because Siege is totally different. It's like,
Yeah.
I played it a couple times and I just got my shit rocked every time I did. But it's like, okay, I need to actually sit down and learn this if I.
Yeah, you really have to learn everything, all the call outs and
Dude,
everything.
you can't play it like Call of Duty. You
Mhm.
just can't just run in there guns blazing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, and the guns handle really weird too. Like they don't handle like you're used to in, like say like Destiny or COD at all.
Mhm.
Like any game really. It's really awkward.
Yeah. They tried to go for realism as much as possible.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to like get a handle on.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people who are like really good at it are people who have played like for fucking
Right.
6 years or whatever
That makes sense.
since that game came out.
Dude, I missed the Rainbow Six days where they had Terrorist Hunt.
Mm.
And that shit was so much fun.
Hell yeah.
Especially with like they would the way they had the camera work, it would go into the third person. When you were up against the wall, taking cover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That was my favorite thing in those games. It was just something was satisfying about it, and then just peeking out at the right time.
Yeah.
Bah, 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 bah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Hell yeah.